Bilety cenie od 35 funtów do 100 tysięcy. Co? Na urodziny bilety cenie od 35 funtów do papieru do 100 tysięcy. Gdzie on skupić?
Much for coming. It's great to see so many of you here at the Royal Albert Hall. As you know, he's been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. He's become an internationally respected figure and raised millions of dollars for his charity, the Gorbachev Foundation. So today we announce the celebrations that his family are planning to commemorate his 80th birthday. And the star-studded concert will be the culmination of 6 months of fundraising to raise money for the Gorbachev Foundation. Today we'll hear more about the foundation and Mr. Gorbachev from his granddaughters, Ksenia and Anastasia, and learn a little more about the event itself. So, without further ado, please welcome Ksenia Gorbacheva to give us an overview of the event.
Thank you, Fiona. So good morning, everybody, and thank you all for coming to the Royal Albert Hall today. I'm delighted so many of you have come here to learn more about my grandfather's 80th birthday celebration. Your interest means a huge amount to my family, and we all hope that you could help spread the good news about the fantastic gala evening in his honor next year. Celebrating the life of someone as notable and well-known as Mikhail Gorbachev was never going to be an easy task. After all, he has seen a great change throughout his life and has had an enormous impact on how hundreds of millions of people live their lives today. So 25 years ago, my grandfather became a leader of the USSR and took some very courageous decisions which truly changed the world for the better. Then, determined to live up to these convictions and beliefs, he gave up his position to allow the foundations of a modern Russia to be built. The gala concert honors and celebrates those decisions. And I'm delighted and honored that former British Prime Minister John Major and his German counterpart Chancellor Gerhard Schröder will be coming to the event and supporting the fundraising. And they are not alone. Arnold Schwarzenegger, now the governor of California, is coming, as is Bill Rödi, chief executive of MTV channel, and Frieda Springer from German publishing house Axel Springer. And along with this, world-famous stars such as Bono, Jose Carreras, Hugh Grant, Liz Hurley, and Alan Rickman have lent their names to support the campaign, along with many other stars, including film director Martha Fiennes and her record producer brother Magnus.
Gorbachev, the man who changed the years the Soviet people were distanced from their leaders. The USSR's foreign policy was fueling the Cold War, creating an uncertain future for itself and the world. But Gorbachev was convicted of the belief that to live in peace and freedom is a basic human right. He succeeded in bringing about spectacular changes within the USSR and, importantly, in the Nobel Laureates Forum in Rome, the Green Cross International, an environmental organization that brings together 29 countries, and the Russian-German Forum St. Petersburg Dialogue, and has honorary...
So I'm here to tell you a bit more about the Gorbachev Foundation itself, the work it does, and how the concert next March will help it. So my grandfather set up this foundation in 1992 as a forum for independent research and thought in Russia after he left office. And from the very beginning, the foundation focused on economic and social development, globalization and democracy, so building on my grandfather's legacy in Russia and all around the world. So it is a work which still continues today. So just several examples. The foundation helped the Russia Research Institute of Pediatric Hematology to train new doctors and conduct new techniques to cure blood diseases. And also with the financial support from the foundation and its partners, the first bone marrow center transplantation for children with leukemia was established in Moscow. So 2/3 of the funds raised will go to the foundation and 1/3 to the charity here in UK. So today, almost a quarter of a century on, the foundation that bears the name of my grandfather continues to bring hope and help people all around the world. The concert and the fundraising campaign can help deliver my grandfather's legacy even more strongly, and I hope you can help us make it a great success. Thank you so much.
Михаил Горбачев – это один из немногих людей на этой планете, который действительно изменил мир к лучшему.
Mikhail Gorbachev is truly one of the few people on this planet who can justify the label "a man who changed the world for the better".
Для меня большая честь, что семья Михаила Горбачева обратилась ко мне с просьбой организовать празднование 80-летия этого выдающегося деятеля 20 века, лауреата Нобелевской премии мира.
It's a big honor for me to have been asked by his family to produce the Gorby80 celebrations and celebrate.
Отдать дань уважения выдающемуся человеку, который превратил эту мечту в реальность.
20 years ago, no one in this room.
А 30 марта здесь, в Роял Альберт Холле, соберутся выдающиеся деятели культуры, науки, политики, спорта со всего мира.
Mr. Gorbachev will turn 80 on March 2nd, 2011, and on March 30th we will bring together outstanding representatives of culture, politics, science and sport from around the globe here at the Royal Albert Hall. Mr. Gorbachev, well, today the dream will come true.
Продажа билетов начнется 1 ноября в
Office and from our website, Gorby80.com.
Что касается цен на билеты, мы постарались учесть как возможности большинства.
Take part in our event, while we also can meet our fundraising goals, which is our major objective. Anyone is capable of changing the world.
Приняв участие в этой благотворительной акции, каждый делает наш мир немножко десятилетия человека, изменившего мир. Спасибо.
So may I all thank you for coming today, and I look forward to
Charity and celebrate Mr. Gorbachev's contribution to world peace. And the key to making a success, obviously. Any other questions before we wrap up? Yes, the lady in the black at the back.
Can I recap on that? You haven't got a single artist signed up, or can you give us any hint of who the artist might be?
Have you got any artists actually
Наверное,
signed up? Can you give any hints?
Как я уже говорил, ярчайшие представители всего шоу-бизнеса готовят сюрприз для Михаила Горбачева. Я думаю, что и вам бы тоже не хотелось за полгода до своего дня рождения узнать, кто там у вас будет.
No, as Leonid has already mentioned today, the biggest names in the pop, classical and music and art are preparing a huge surprise for Mr. Gorbachev's birthday. And neither he nor you, as we can imagine, would like to know everything that will happen at your birthday party in half a year before.
Мы обязательно об этом расскажем, просто чуть позже.
We will definitely announce all names, but a little bit later.
The lady in the red, you've got the lead of, you mentioned Bono support, whether he's singing also, and as well as the third of the boxes that have been already pre-sold, who are the, who has bought them.
Ну, кто купил, мы не говорим, а имена были у тебя в речи. Может, ты скажешь?
Нет, ну давайте я. Хорошо. Ну, наверное, с конца начну. Кто купил боксы, наверное, это абсолютно приватная информация насчет того, кто их купил.
So about those who bought the boxes, this information is like really private one.
А насчет списка артистов и вообще всех сюрпризов, которые будут происходить на этом вечере, наберитесь немножко терпения.
And reference the artists and all the surprises that have been prepared to these events. We would just like to ask you to be a little patient.
Мы обязательно об этом сообщим дополнительно, но поверьте нам.
And Anastasia, Ksenia, I'd like to invite you back to the stage for some photos. But thank you, all of you.
Но сегодня мы собрались здесь ради пресс-конференции, на которой мы с моей сестрой рассказываем о том, как 30 марта мы отпразднуем здесь, в Лондоне, в Royal Albert Hall, день рождения нашего дедушки Михаила Горбачева. Это будет очень большой благотворительный проект, гала-концерт, в общем, много всего интересного. Excuse me? Ну, как бы, поскольку это мой дедушка, разумеется, в первую очередь я просто его люблю как дедушку, но помимо этого, конечно, не могу не восхищаться им и всем, что он сделал для мира, для Европы, ну да, для мира, наверное.
Сегодня в Royal Albert Hall состоялась... look at you, okay. In English?
We already did with yours.
Okay, sorry, okay. So, we are here today because today was the first press conference dedicated to the celebration 80th birthday of my grandfather. The press conference was about the concert who will take place here in the Royal Albert Hall on the 30th of March next year.
Why in London?
In London because the London was chosen because of the Royal Albert Hall is here. To my mind, Royal Albert Hall is one of the most fantastic and one of the most famous, gorgeous concert halls in the world. So we decided to make it here.
Okay. Would you like to tell me a little bit about your...
Well, actually, when I'm being asked to say a few words, when I'm usually being asked to say a few words about my grandfather, it's not an easy task to say about him just a few words. So my usual answer is, well, he's a great man who changed the world and made a lot of things which changed the history totally. But for me, he's just my grandfather. This is it.